Alright guys, doing our next video, doing 11 song lessons today. A record for me, I guess. This one is Coldplay, Violet Hill. And we'll just jump in here. And then so forth. Hello, I'm Sean Cheek. Welcome to my easy piano lessons. Have another video today that I'm trying to compete with the guy who's been copying my lessons for the last year, about 45 of them so far. Seems like a nice guy. I don't have anything against him at all, except that he's, just copying exactly my whiteboard technique and many of the whiteboards that I put up. So I'm trying to compete back here and just outproduce, outteach, and outplay what he's putting up. So that's, a friendly, competitive thing, I guess. But let's start here with E, G sharp, and C sharp. We're going to do 6 of those. Let's put a C sharp, G sharp, and C sharp on the left hand. Give me 6 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to go E, G sharp, D sharp with 1, 2, 4 if you can reach that. And then we're going to go to the E with the pinky and go. We're going to do that 2 times. When we do that, the left hand is going to go to C sharp, G sharp, and B. So what we have is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's really what it does. And then E, A, C sharp, and then E, A, E, A, E, A in the left hand 2 times. 1, 2. Then we're going to do this. Now, if you can reach this, A, E, B is what it does. Or if you can reach that. If you can't, just leave the B out. It's okay. E, A, D sharp in the right hand. And then we're going to go to E, and then we're going to do that 2 times. Okay, so if we do these first 2 boxes together. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. And here we have F sharp, A, C sharp. Left hand has F sharp, C sharp, F sharp. 2 times. 1, 2. Then we're going to go da 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 da. I'm saving space on the board because these are all my boards for these 11 lessons. F sharp, E, E, D sharp. Ba 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 ba. Doing an octave in the left hand and 1 note in the right. F sharp, F, E, D sharp. I just went down to save space this way. La 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 la. Then we repeat back and we do it again. 4, 5, 6. Alright, and then later on when it changes, these are the chords when it changes. E, A, C sharp. Left hand on A octave 4 times. 2, 3, 4. You can play them up here if you wanted to. We'll play them down here since I'm kind of on the left side of the piano here. F sharp, B, D sharp. Left hand on the B octave. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have G sharp, C sharp, E. And then C sharp octave on the left hand. Give me 4. 2, 3, 4. Back to the B chord like this one was 4 times. 2, 3, 4. And then we have, when you get to the chorus, and then, so, let me do that again. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's kind of neat. Up high, I apologize for the small writing, but a lot of notes on here. B, E, G sharp, B is the chord. 1, 2, 4, 5. Going to go up to C sharp, E, A, C sharp. 1, 2, 4, 5 again. And then back to B, E, G sharp, B. And then down to G sharp, B, E, G sharp. So it's la, 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 la. And then back up to C sharp, E, G sharp, C sharp. And then B, D sharp, F sharp, B. And then back to C sharp, E, G sharp, C sharp 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so forth. Left hand is doing G sharp, A, G sharp, E, C sharp, B, C sharp. So we start right here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. right, at 3 minutes and 4 seconds, we have something different because, you know, it goes back and repeats. But we hear at 3 minutes and 4 seconds, real soft in the piano. I heard this, so I'll put it down. E, A, C sharp. It's before this part. You just hear it real soft, 304. Checking your music, E, A, C sharp, left hand on an A. And then we have a chord in between that I left out, which is B and F sharp and B, D, F sharp, B, D sharp. And the last chord here is G sharp, C sharp, E, left hand on a C sharp octave. So it's la, la, la. Going too fast for me? Hit the pause button, alright? That's soft. But then this is louder. You hear this. And so forth. Alright, so I'll clean that up as we learn it here. Alright, A, C sharp, A. I am playing it for the first time here. I got it all in my head from the music, and so as I do the lesson, I learn it myself as I teach it to you. So A, C sharp, A, left hand on an F sharp octave. You can put a C sharp in there in the middle if you want. And then G sharp, B, G sharp, left hand goes to E, B, E. Then we go down to E, G sharp, E, left hand on a C sharp octave. You put a G sharp in the middle if you want. And then D sharp, G sharp, D sharp, left hand on a B. You can put a G sharp in the middle if you want for that. And then we roll this. This one's really rolled, so I'll put an up arrow. C sharp, E, C sharp, left hand on an A octave. Put an E in the middle if you like. And then we go D sharp, F sharp, D sharp, left hand on a B octave. And then E, G sharp, E, left hand on a C sharp octave. Then we go down to B, E, B, and left hand on a G sharp. Let's do that much, starting here. And then we have C sharp, E, C sharp. And then we have it again. So 2 of those in a row. 1, 2. Then we're going to go boom, 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 boom. Oh, I'm sorry. It goes up. So here we have C sharp, E, C sharp, D sharp, F sharp, D sharp, and then E, G sharp, E. Then we go up to A, C sharp, A, and then G sharp, B, G sharp, and then E, G sharp, E, and then D sharp, G sharp, D sharp. Okay? And you can see what the left hand has there. So we start right here. 1. Got that? Let's do it again from here. And that is ba-bam, B. And then we have E, G sharp, B. Left hand does a G sharp octave. And then bum, bum, bum. Alright, so that's C sharp, E, A, C sharp. Kind of reminds me of this part here, right? And then B, E, G sharp, B. And then G sharp, B, G sharp. And then E, G sharp, E. Down to D sharp, G sharp, D sharp. And then down to C sharp, E, C sharp. And this is at the end of the song, okay? It started at 3:04, so this is at the end of the song. Left hand is A. And then G sharp, and then E. And then C sharp, B, C. Then we end with an open fifth without a middle note. So that's C sharp, G sharp, and C sharp on the left. And then right here on the right, C sharp, G sharp, and C sharp. Okay, so let's start right here. And then we have to end the song. Okay, a lot of sharps. A lot of sharps to deal with there, but you'll get used to them.